Okay, so back with another video. So this time I'm going to be reviewing the trailer to Marvel's Spider-Man 2 for I'm assuming the PS5. So let's see what this grand game has in store. It has 10 million views in only 8 days. So let's see what is so captivating about this game.
A lot's happened in the last 10 years.
So Insomniac Games are extremely unoptimized for most PCs, and basically for the PS4 it was super laggy on the PS4. You did not get 60 frames per second. They don't know how to optimize their games, and they're releasing another one that's supposedly higher graphics, but they couldn't even get the first one to work right. Like literally people with high-end gaming PCs can't even run the game. The old Spider-Man game, I mean. They can't run it because it's too laggy. And the graphics aren't that good. I mean, the only time the graphics in this game is good, or in the Spider-Man games are good, is when you turn down the settings and during cutscenes. During the cutscenes, there's almost no lag because they de-render everything in the background, so there's no lag. So they make the cutscenes super high graphics, zero lag. That's because they basically deleted everything in the background. So yeah, I don't think most people would be able to run this game. It's not for PC, and that's good because they don't know how to make a PC game, so they're just releasing it to the PS5. And me personally, I don't think the PS5 will be able to run this game. I don't think it will be able to run this game at all. I don't care how much optimization you do, you won't be able to play this game at 60 frames per second ever.
It's a miracle I'm even sitting.
So notice the cutscene graphics are like movie-like. It looks like movie CGI. So the graphics are very good, but they de-rendered everything. Like past a certain point, there's nothing in the background being rendered. They can't render the entire world at the same time. So during the cutscenes, it's just trickery. Basically, it's trickery. They're tricking the audience that's watching this trailer into thinking the game will look like this all the time. But, you know, you can't trust cutscenes because you can't actually explore the freaking world.
Sitting here now. I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that.
So is that supposed to be Peter Parker? Because if so, that looks nothing like Peter Parker. Neither of these guys.
I got a second chance. And I'm gonna take advantage of that.
Now, if you pay attention, it looks so freaking fake. No textures on the jacket. It looks like 2010. Like a cutscene from 2010. There's probably games that look better than this. I mean, I'm not blown away by these graphics. This is supposed to be the future gen or current gen, and I'm not blown away. It just looks basic. It does not look like a new gen game. The only thing I can say they did even remotely a good job on is the hair. I think the hair looks good, but the actual faces, they look like wax figures.
But I need you with.
Now this does not look like Peter Parker. This looks like some generic freaking NPC. I'm supposed to root for this guy that has no personality? Look at that blank, abnormal stare. Like he has the serial killer stare.
With me, Pete.
No emotion. Zero emotion to his face. None.
We're gonna heal the world.
And this guy, he's straining to freaking smile. He's literally straining himself to smile. He's smiling, but not really. So let me go back. Look at that. That's so unnatural. That's so unnatural. Look at the face animations. They still haven't mastered facial animations in 2023.
I'm gonna take advantage of that. But I need you with me, Pete. We're gonna heal the world.
Fake. Fake. This is pre-rendered. This is pre-rendered. You won't get 60 frames per second in the actual freaking gameplay. You will not get 60 frames per second in actual gameplay. This is a cutscene. Oh my god, man. Does anybody actually think the game will look like this? Anyone?
Guys, this is my best friend Harry.
Hey, good to meet you.
New job, huh? Still gonna have time for...
Oh god. The facial expressions are so lifeless. Look at this, man. He doesn't even have a facial expression. Zero personality. Even the voice actors don't have personality.
tutoring?
We'll figure it out. I didn't know there were bears in these woods. Hey, MJ, I have another name for you. Craven.
Look at the water. Wow. 2023 graphics, ladies and gentlemen. They can't even get what they got pixelated water. Wow.
You're on some kind of hunt.
You know, if you need me, I'm just a call.
They showed 1 second, literally 1 second of gameplay in this entire trailer. 1 second. And, you know, that 1 second of gameplay was most likely pre-rendered.
Wait. Hey, you don't know what you took from me.
All Miles talks about is how to be a better Spider-Man. How to help you.
What the hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself. Go help him.
This was our dream.
If you're telling me this isn't pre-rendered right here, you're insane. You're insane. This is obviously pre-rendered. You seriously think it will be able to render all this without cutting out 90% of the game background? There's nothing running. This is a set. This is a set. Everything else is de-rendered. I just want gameplay. I just want gameplay in my game trailer. That's all I'm asking for is gameplay in my game trailer. So I can make a decision on if I want to buy this. I don't want to see a freaking movie. You shouldn't have 10 hours of gameplay in your game and 100 hours of cutscene.
This was our dream. I'm not going to lose him.
So I don't know what they did with Peter Parker's face. It just looks weird. His face doesn't look relatable or anything. It doesn't even look cool. He literally looks like the most blankest generic NPC ever. Did they randomly generate his face?
I'm not
Oh my god, bro.
going to lose him.
We're going to heal the world.
So of course they have to show Venom. I don't know why Venom wasn't in the first game. I don't know why they're just trying to put, like, they only go through like 3-4 villains in this game. They only put like a handful of villains. And then the rest are generic street guys. Like, you have to take on these street games. You have to take on an endless army of generic street gangs. And once you do that, you can go to the next mission. So they're basically holding you hostage. Oh, you have to defeat 1,000 generic NPCs in order to pass on to the next mission because it's filler. It's filler. And then they're going to hold this carrot in front of your nose like, oh, you want to fight the next villain? You want to see Venom? You're going to have to fight 1,000,000 enemies in order to access this mission. Because they know they didn't put enough time into the actual game story. They didn't. So most of the time we'll be spending this game just flying around, fighting the same 5 enemies over and over again. And is that fun for some people? There's no dynamic gameplay. There's no dynamic story. It's just the same quote unquote randomly generated crime missions over and over and over again. And that will be boring. Oh crap. Boring in like the first 30 seconds.
Going to lose you.
We're going to heal the world.
And this Venom voice is not scary. Oh, we're going to kill the world. Oh, blah, blah, blah. Like, come on, man. Who's scared? Like, you could hire any random homeless person off the street and you could have that same level of quality level of dialogue that's in this trailer. Like, are these voice actors the most brain dead people in the world? Completely brain dead, devoid of any emotion, anything, man. It's just bad. It's just lifeless. The art style is sucking the soul out of the player. It's so boring and tasteless. Like, come on. You know, old Spider-Man games, they used to have art style. They valued their art style. They kept a consistent art style. 1 minute this game's hyper realistic, the next minute this game looks like PS2 graphics. Okay, who wants to play that? Not me. Pre-rendered, more pre-rendered cutscenes. Wow, who could have guessed? If you're telling me that's not pre-rendered, then what the hell is up with all the motion blur? Why does every single quote-unquote modern game have a crap ton, I mean a crap ton of motion blur? Why? They're trying to blur everything so you don't see all the bad graphics. See, it lagged. What did I tell you? Most cutscenes that take place in the city will start to lag. They can't render all that data, all those background civilians. They can't do that. Sure, it can run slightly good graphics in interiors, but they can't run these kind of graphics in the real world. And this is an official gameplay trailer. So they have developer PS5s, they have hyper boosted up PS5s with extra graphics cards. They have access to the best PS5s available, and it still lags. You don't think it's gonna lag on your PS5? That's like 5 years old. Your PS5 is like, oh, I don't know if it's 5 years old, but like 3-4 years old. You don't think it's going to lag? As you own that hardware, the PS5 is designed to slow down over time, so you will buy the PS6. It's a scam. And even they're lagging. Even the developers with brand new, out of the box, fresh PS5s, they are lagging. This is horrendous. Lagging. Like, imagine how embarrassing that is, not being able to run your game at 20 frames per second, let alone 60. This lag is atrocious. Oh my god, bro. And then it drops to like 15 frames per second. That's not even playable. You have to at least have 30 frames per second in order to be playable. But 15 frames per second? Are you serious? And look at that. Look at that. Where's his tongue coming from? What the heck? They didn't design his mouth right. This is not Venom's mouth. He has a bunch of teeth back here for some reason. Yeah, I don't know what this is, man. It just looks weird. It doesn't look true to the comics. True, it doesn't. The symbiote should be moving around him. It should. The suit should be breathing and moving around. It should look biotic and organic. But here, it just looks like a freaking costume. It doesn't really look like an alien species that's consuming someone. It just looks like a freaking shiny costume. And since when was the symbiote shiny? Why did they give shine to the symbiote? It's crazy, man. They don't know what they're doing. Spider-Man 2. There already was a Spider-Man 2, and the story was way better than this. Way better. So, who do they think they are to call a game Spider-Man 2? So, see, this is what's wrong with all these franchises. They want to look like the original, but there's already been like 20 movies named Spider-Man 2. Oh, the Amazing Spider-Man 2. Oh, Spider-Man PS4 2. Oh, Spider-Man 2, the movie. Like, come on, man. You guys can't come up with any other name? Why don't you call it something else that's already been called Spider-Man 2? There's been a million games called Spider-Man 2. It's sick. It's sick we can't come up with even a new name for your game. Just call it Spider-Man. No. There's already been a million Spider-Man. So why would I play this game?
PlayStation.
So I don't know what it said there. It said it for like 2 seconds. PlayStation, PS5 logo. Play has no limits. Play has no limits. Whatever that means. You know, you gotta pay like $600 for the PS5. But hey, it has no limits. You can play as much as you want. Just give us $600. Oh, bah. Wow. 10 million views. 10 million views. This is... Now let's okay, if this thing will work. Trying to read it. We're going to heal the world. No, you're not. So you're saying these funds are being used to feed hungry people in the third world countries? That's what you're saying? We're going to heal... Like, how dare they say that? Over a freaking video game. They should be ashamed of themselves. We're going to heal the world? Really? And how are you going to do that? By playing video games all day? That's how you heal the... Come on, man. The Spider-Man, it's called Spider-Man. They misspelled their own game. Oh my god. Peter Parker and Miles Morales enter new chapters in their lives as they balance their responsibilities as protectors of Marvel's New York. Notice how they say Marvel's New York instead of just New York. I don't get why they don't just call it New York. We know what you're talking about when you say New York. As Harry Osborn, Peter's best friend, returns into his life, and Miles looks to build his future beyond height. Boring. 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 Oh my god, people are actually interested in the story? What story? Holy crap. Tested. The relationship between our heroes is tested and strained as the symbiote appears to threaten them. No duh, everybody's read the story a million times. How many times can somebody play the same story? It's always the same Spider-Man story. Every time we gotta have these characters in our Spider-Man movie. We gotta have these specific... Why don't you make up a new villain? Create something new. Make up a new villain. They can't do it because they're not creative. We gotta use the Green Goblin. We gotta use Rhino. We gotta use all these villains. Oh, we gotta use this. We gotta have that. Oh, we want Spider-Man. Oh, but also won't be Spider-Man. Nah. Yeah, I'm just sick of these games, man. I'm just sick of it. Come up with something new. I want to play a new game. Make a new superhero. I'm tired of Spider-Man. If I wanted to play Spider-Man, I'd play the old Spider-Mans because the new Spider-Mans are just repeats of what has already been made.